Now I think we're audio. Now I think we're audio. Why does it not show anything on there though? Audio capture. Which one is it? What the heck? Oh, that's headphones. Yo. Testing, testing. Let me go. Let me pull up my account here on my phone. See if I can hear anything. Yo. Testing, testing. Let me go. Let me pull up my account here on my phone. See if I can hear anything. Let's see. Windows is correct. Media source. Mic. Testing, testing. Seems like we got good audio. I don't know why one of my inputs is not showing anything, but the mic definitely, let's see. Testing, testing, testing. So that looks like down. That looks like it's up. Set this thing, I don't know, somewhere right there to try and capture. Here we go. Okay, let's make sure. That looks like it's up. Set this thing, I don't know, somewhere right there to try and capture. Sounds pretty good. Here we go. Okay, let's make sure. So, gonna run the back test here on NASDAQ 3-minute. Don't really need all these symbols to the right. That's probably better. Okay. Let me see how that looks. It's not terrible. You can't see the price exactly. So maybe I'll pull this in just a smidge. Just a smidge more. There we go. Now you can see the prices. Okay. Radio. Media. I don't know. Why does it say disconnected? I think I basically have 2 audio sources, but which means I probably don't need both. Whatever. They're both. Actually, yeah, maybe I'll just kill that one. Seems like this is going to work the best, so here we go. Alright, without further delay. Doing some back testing here with AI. Don't want to say any names. But what I'm doing is I'm letting it observe the market. And then making it decide. Okay. Speed this video up if you don't want to wait for the analysis. You just want to see results. I'm still waiting for it to analyze. Okay, so it says wait. So interesting enough, this first candle, it said buy, but it was confusing because it also was saying wait, so I clicked forward one candle. So I'm going to tell it was stopped out on the first entry. And I'm going to give it another update here. No. Oh my goodness. Oh. It wants to wait, which is kind of what it said on the first thing anyway. It's saying look for a bounce to 340, which so we would be looking for a sell at 340 potentially. Let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna give it another candle and make it decide. Didn't get 340, but it did get a big wick there. Let's see what it decides. Okay, it says it wants me to sell at 210, which is basically where it's at, so I'll just sell it. Stop, it says it wants to go 260. So we'll just go right there, and then Says it wants to take profit at 90. $89, close enough. Confirm. See what happens. I probably should have gave it an option. But that would be its second stop out. That low was close. Yeah, but not quite. It had to get down to 90, which was down here. I think it'll tell me to buy this, but I'm gonna wait for it to decide. Hopefully this popcorn eating is not too loud. I don't know, this is just something fun I wanted to try. Okay, it wants me to enter at 3:30. So we will place a limit there and then see what happens. Bango. Wanted me to target 460, which will go there, and it wanted me to put my stop at 275, which was right about. I don't know, we'll just go there and confirm. See if this makes it. Success. So we got the replayer on. I wonder if we're also tracking anything here. It doesn't. I don't know if we are or not. Once I told this to go full screen, what is this? Go to all the different intervals. Yeah, I don't see anything that shows what's going on, but let's see what it says here. I think it's going to say to wait, but huh. It wants me to sell. Stop at 85. So stop it. Yeah. This seems like suicide, but we'll see. See what comes up here. And then target 420. Got jokes, huh? Confirm. See what happens. I had a feeling it was just going to keep blasting. Okay, stopped out. I'm going to tell it to give me okay. The loss and the 4 trades I think it's been. See what it says. See if it's even keeping track. I think it's got 2 wins. Oh. Remove the trade. So I guess this was a sell. It stopped out. Took a buy here that won, and then no, it also told me to buy. It definitely had another stop out. Because it told me to buy this, but whatever. It's only counting these 3 trades. Buy. No, that was a loss. AI is not very smart, you guys. It's yeah, and then he told me to so 2 losses. Well, and then the buy. See, look, it thinks that it told me to buy at 17,155 on this trade, but it told me to buy at 17,335. That's so dumb, but whatever. I don't know if I would trade with AI if I were you guys. Let's continue with the experiment, though. Still processing. Yeah, AI is definitely down money, but whatever. It's a small sample, and it's on a 3-minute time frame. I don't know if it'd do different or better on different time frames. Just something I figured I'd play around with here on a Saturday for like an hour or so. Yeah, it's taking forever. I'm gonna try and redo this. It's taking forever. Failed to upload. Yeah. I know it failed because I told it to stop. There we go. Now it looks like it's going. See what it decides here. Definitely wouldn't recommend this. It wants to sell again though, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then wants to stop at 675, which is still doesn't really get you clear of that resistance, but I think it's just trying to control the risk. And then it wants to go for 475, it says now. I think it's just trying to like structure stuff 3-to-1. So then confirm. Blasted. Yeah, like I said. I don't know about AI's trading decisions here. This has been pretty bad so far. We're going to exit that, and then we're going to give it maybe a chance on some different data. It's getting wrecked on that data set though. I don't think I'm going to let it see the delta volume or anything for that matter. I will have to use the replay. So where's my replay button at now? Huh, weird. All right, and then yeah, let's hide that again. We'll do the 1 minute chart this time. There's my replay. Random. Back in, I don't know, I don't want to go that far back. Let's see. Where's this at? Here we go, September, last month. And then we will trade like we're trading New York session. We'll have to let this run forward a little bit. Now we'll be able to see our replay trading and all that in this, so I don't know. I'm not going to mess with the full screen or anything this time because it's like it cut all that stuff off on me before. I think AI could still potentially try and trade in this action. Midnight after, which would be London Open my time. (3 a.m.) Like I said, I think AI could potentially decide And I'm like forcing it to decide, by the way. It always tries to give you its long-winded analysis to sound smart. All I want to see is how smart is it actually. Okay, what time is it here? Almost 6:30, which is New York Open my time. So there it is. There's the New York Open. Let me see what it decides. Actually, I'm gonna try to give it like very limited info, and then just see what it comes up with. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. Okay. I'm not even going to tell it if it's winning or losing. Because now obviously it gets confused very easily. So okay, it wants us entry right where we're at, which is surprising that it's not trying to like limit in below these lows or something, but it wants me to put about a 15-point stop down to 15. On a 26-point take profit up to 29. Oh wait, I mean up to 55, sorry. So it likes the break of that high. All right, confirm. See what AI does on the 1 minute chart. Knocked out. Okay. It was going its way for a second and then bang. Like I said, I'm surprised it didn't try to use those lows or something. That's what I would have tried to do. Yeah, this is just a fun little experiment to see. You know, ask AI, what would you do? Let's see, so let's make it decide. Now it wants to sell at this price. It's interesting that it basically having me jump right in. Stop at 48, it said. Target the even number. Also an interesting choice. Confirm. I don't know that I would target even numbers, but I would either look at structure like break lows, especially like that one down there, but and I didn't maybe let it look that far back, but let's see what happens. Not doing too well, AI. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep the experiment going though, see if it can make money. The fact that it's jumping in, I don't think is going to be advantageous, honestly. myself, I would have liked to buy right below these lows right here with a target. I mean, honestly, the target, you could, yeah, you could have targeted above that high like it was saying when it was trying to buy this candle. I would have said buy these lows and wait for the push above that, but like I said, this is just a fun little experiment. I thought I'd run on a Saturday afternoon here, and see what it comes up. It wants me to enter current price basically. Wants to stop at 28. Yeah, it's putting these stops. That's why I like limiting in lower, because if you want a $300 stop, why not try to get in where the stop makes sense to not get stopped out instead of right in the middle of this range where the market opened up at. But and it's saying go for 78, which I can't really see, so seems unrealistic. Probably just another losing trade, but let's see what happens. Oh, it might actually be right on this one. 77, 75. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. Oh, I forgot to confirm. My bad. Let's see if we still get it. Bingo. Yeah, okay. So it finally got a win. Close that, and then if you go to replay, it's finally worked itself into the green. Well, let's see what it wants to do now. I feel like it kind of got lucky there, but maybe it'll be just as surprised as I am when I show that it made a take profit. Okay, yep, it wants me to sell in this freaking raging uptrend. Right, I don't know why it keeps telling me to sell at current price. And then, I mean, the only thing is at least this trade kind of makes sense because you got the stop above the high, which would be an easy target for anybody trying to short this level, which, and then it's looking for a run back to 50 is what it says, so we'll see. Confirm. Wow. Okay. So after getting chopped up a little bit here, AI is up $700. See if it wants to do anything here. I'm going to tell it not to give me analysis. I don't need analysis. Just long or short. Entry price. Stop and take profit. So yeah, AI is up 700 so far on this day. Is it luck or it wants me to short this candle? That seems crazy. I would at least try and buy a bounce off this, you know what I mean? Like, got the rejection, got this engulfing, like the inverted fair value gap could also be a, I don't know, but I'm just gonna see what happens following AI. It says to sell, stop at 67, which that's like where I'd be trying to get in at, honestly, but we'll see. Yeah, 67. Take profit down at 10 is what it says. Yeah, that should be fine. Confirm. See what happens. There it is. Like I said, that's where I would have been, if I was going to try to short this, that's where I would have been trying to get in. I don't know that I would have been, even though this is not a bad short setup, if it does go short here. It's also a break and retest with a test of this fair value gap. The low of that 3 bars would be down here. That would be the fair value gap below, or yeah, that's the 3 candle low for the fair value gap. The candle that created the gap's low is right there, which was like perfect entry. I mean, you could almost call this candle an order block where the trap sellers are before it launched. And yeah, so you got trap sellers in right around here, and then boom, they got a chance to get out of break even, and you got pretty good reaction off of that. But we're just gonna see what AI comes up with on this session. I don't know, we'll let it take 10 or 20 trades, and then if we can get that done, we will see what its results are. Oops. Now I got knocked out of it. I gotta go back in. Pick up where we left off. Picking up where we left off with artificial intelligence attempting to trade. Gotta say though, like I said, I'm not a big fan of this, how it's just like jumping in at whatever the market price is. Seems like a low percentage play. That's my take. I'm not saying it couldn't be trained. Where to look for the better trades. Yeah, but it's literally just like jumping in wherever I show it where price is at. It has me put a stop, 25 points away, and then down here, which this doesn't look like a terrible trade to me, because this fair value gap has been respected. Price is, the stop is above candle 2's high of the gap, and you got also a balanced, somewhat of a balance, because you got this inverted fair value gap here. So I actually like this trade for a short, even if it doesn't work out. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, so now we're above candle 2's high. Yeah, the only thing against this trade is the overall momentum is clearly going to the upside. Let's just see what happens if, yeah, so knocked out. I would assume he'll change his bias based on being knocked out and how we're consolidating near the high, but let's see. See if he decides to buy, sell, or now it might be taking the entries at these price because I told him to force to decide, but he didn't think outside of the box. Then he could decide to enter at a lower or higher price than what price is currently at. I'm not going to help him. Take profit at 40. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know if I like this trade now. Stop at 95. Like I said, I could give him more indicators. Could give him like cumulative delta or the delta volume bubbles, stuff like that. But I don't really want to help AI. I want to see. Yeah, see, we're consolidating near the high. Swept these lows and now pushing, which probably stopped out. Oh, no? There, yeah, there it is. There it is. Pretty much what I thought. I mean, AI is not good at calling the trades based on what I'm giving it. I don't know if turning on the indicators will make it back this far. Seems like it won't. Let's see, inputs, time frame. Label. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if the code is holding it back, and it's also not available in the settings. I'd have to go into the code to see if I could get volume bubbles to come back 1 month like we are right now. Indicators, cumulative volume, cum. It's not showing though. Yeah, I can tell you that AI is not trading well. That's just watching how it traded this move up, how it didn't look to get in like obvious stronger positions by buying below current price or selling above where price could clearly reject. So let's end that, and then now we have cumulative. Let's turn on delta volume bubbles. Let's give it a little more info. Now let's replay Start new. Let's see how far back our indicators go so it can have some advantage of seeing. Yeah. Oh. I'll come check. Yeah, so it looks like the delta doesn't want to go further back than what's on the chart. Oh, I shouldn't have clicked it there because this is Asia. And the kid wants me to come look at the bike. So may have to pause this. I'm curious though if I give AI even a little bit better info. And you know what, I'm also going to tell it you can buy above current price. Pricing I show you. If you like. Okay, we're getting close. I gave it an updated command. Pause. Think. Okay, let's see what. Now that I'm giving it. Okay. Still the same. Okay. So, new test. With the new command, and then let's see what it comes up with here with a little bit of extra. See if it's going to try and. Yeah, because it wasn't like trying to get sniper entries, so that's why I, see what it says here. It's analyzing. Well, still saying this price. Probably going to get stopped out, but let's see. Saying put the stop at 210. Take profit at 145. I mean, is that realistic? Let's see. I guess we'll see, huh? Confirm. Well, it got a dump on its... We got close. And it got a win. All right. Make it decide based on this. See what it says. Wonder if anybody's even watching. It doesn't look like I'm getting any comments. Still waiting for this to decide. Are you sure you don't want to get... I mean, you can try for... price if you want, or but you have to okay. Wants try and get at 140. So see what happens. Okay. It's in. Said put the stop at 165. And take profit. It wanted it at 70. Wow, that's way down there. Okay, so we want to confirm that. See what happens. Stopped out. So, I don't know. Just curious. Okay, yeah, 2 trades. See what it wants to do here. Wants to go short. Current price. Stop at 190. Target 95. Okay. I don't know, something like that. Confirm. Seems like it tries to get 3 to 1. The short's looking good. See if it gets its target. Delta's not confirming. Delta's still not confirming. I mean, I think if it was me and I was seeing this, price is moving, or Delta's moving up while price is here. I think it's going to go long, but we'll stick with what AI wanted, which was to be short. Yeah, I mean, it's basically in a range. And I don't know if these indicators or what the updated parameters are going to help it. Yeah, I think it's going to get stopped out. Well, maybe wrong. Well, yeah, if it wouldn't have went for 3 to 1, it might have got out in a profit, but yeah, and look at this. Those buyers came in. You can see some buyers came in here too. Right below that low. Yeah, this wasn't a bad sell. But when the market was getting hit down here with this sell volume, this was the sign to get out, especially when you got that rejection. But I kind of wanted to just let his trade play out too. I don't know why he wants to go for 3 to 1 either. You got to be I mean, if you're going to get that big of a reward to risk, you better have some good entry models. And I don't think he does. That's just my take again. So yeah. I don't know why this is showing it was up and then down, but whatever. Try a couple more here and just see what happens. But okay, see what it says. See, now it's telling me to buy at current price again. It's like, I don't think I'd be buying this, but I tried to help it and tell it doesn't have to buy whatever current price is. And then it's trying to stick to like these 25, 30 point stops. And it's trying to hit these like 3 to 1 trades, 2.5, 3 to 1, something like that. Had a nice. Dad, are you gonna check my bike? Yeah. It took you a long time. Okay, I'll be there in a second. I mean, all this selling, and see, again, it could have. Oh, I forgot to confirm, but still, it never hit anything. It could just go for like 1-to-1, even 1.5. Now it's gonna have to take a loss here because it's 1 o'clock and can't trade after 1 really. Oh, I can't pause this video, but you know what? My conclusion is, I mean, it's not that you can't trade with AI. I wouldn't do it. The problem with AI is it's really in its infant stages, hard to train. I'm not saying it couldn't learn to trade. But it's not good at it. It's kind of a good learning tool to kind of watch the mistakes it's making, to where you can learn from it by observing it. I would say that's the biggest benefit. But other than that, I'm not a big fan of its analysis. Like, it sees the market going up and it's like, yeah, take a long. It's like, wait a minute, why do we want to buy when it's going up? Like, you could have bought off of this little spring entry back here if you would have just waited, especially with, you got this nice divergence on the cumulative delta. Got the lower low in price but the higher low on the cumulative delta on the 1 minute. I mean, that's nice. I don't know, I might try this again with a 5-minute chart or something to see if it can read higher time frames better. It might be able to, but 1 minute, 3 minute, you can see it's got a really low win rate. It could have had a better win rate taking some of these trades with maybe a little better reward, because that's part of why its win rate is low, is it's trying to swing for 3-to-1 and it doesn't know how to swing for 3-to-1. If you're going to go 3-to-1 in a market that's only going to move from low to high, like you can see this day was only 120 points. Why would you be going for like max win? It doesn't make sense. Especially when you're just trying to get in like what might be somewhere in the middle. So anyway, I'm gonna go help my daughter get her bike figured out, and maybe we'll do another one of these later. Take care. Trader Joe.